ladies and gentlemen, got two more of these left. And there's going to be a lot of teams eliminated this week. And there's going to be a lot of teams celebrating because they're going to be able to get to the playoffs. What is up, everyone? What's going on? My name is Matthew Leininger, Cus the Seahawks here, and today is week 17, where a lot of playoff hopes depend on this week. So, with that being said, let's get into the games. So you got your first game, and oh gosh, the final Thursday night game of the year. I'm sure the NFL was expecting this to be Aaron Rodgers versus Deshaun Watson. Instead, it's who cares with the Jets? They're eliminated against the Joe Flacco-less Browns, which they might clinch a playoff berth on Thursday. Okay, well, Joe Flacco is turning the ball over a lot, though. He's playing pretty darn good. And I don't think the Browns are going to be an easy out in the playoffs, which is something I didn't really think I would ever say, though. But, oh well, though. But, yeah, I mean, any game with the Jets I wouldn't recommend watching because the Jets are just not fun to watch. So they did have a nice little win against the Washington Commanders, but that game never should have been close to begin with, though. But yeah, I think the Jets just need to wait till next year and cross their fingers that they can actually have Aaron Rodgers for a full year. So yeah, this is a don't watch. And then a lot of playoff hopes are on the line here, though. You have the Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. The Lions, the Lions clinching the NFC North for the first time since 1993. Thank you, Detroit, for beating Michigan. You have my utmost respect. Then you have the Dallas Cowboys on a 2-game losing streak, so that's not particularly good. But the thing is, this game is being played in Dallas, though, and Dallas usually plays their best at home. But Detroit's been looking pretty good. While the defense did give up 400 yards passing, though, they also intercepted Nick Mullins 4 times. So I don't entirely know how you would think of something like that. And then of course you just have Justin Jefferson just being an absolute he's a freaking beast. He's so good. Yeah, this is definitely a must-watch. So maybe even a playoff matchup, though. Who knows? Then we go to our next game, and it's the New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills. The Patriots coming off of a shocking upset against the Denver Broncos, and the Buffalo Bills. Okay, well, they barely beat the Chargers. I mean, I'm sure if it was Brandon Staley coaching, I'm sure they would have scored like 60 points. But yeah, the Bills, for the most, I know the Bills struggled against the Chargers a bit, though. Gabe Davis had a great game, though. I'm not concerned about the Bills. Bills are on a hot streak right now. They are looking towards that Miami game and hoping we'll get to the Dolphins in a little bit, though. But yeah, the Bills are on a bit of a roll right now, and I'm kind of liking what the Bills are doing right now. So I think they should easily take this one. I'm going to probably say probably a pass. Then we go to our next game, and it's the Atlanta Falcons at the Chicago Bears. The Bears have also been on a bit of a roll lately, though. They are surprisingly 6-9. Honestly, this is what I wanted the Bears to be like this year. I mean, I still don't think Matt Eberflus is the guy. But the Bears, for the most part, they've actually been doing pretty good as of late, though. They're kind of giving a little bit of hope back to Chicago. I will say be very, very careful with that hope, though. Meanwhile, you have the Atlanta Falcons, who looked real good against the Indianapolis Colts, though. And Desmond Ridder. Yeah, you done, boy. You just no. It does not look like you're the guy. I mean, I don't know if Taylor Heineke's the guy. I don't know if Arthur Smith is the coach for them, but hey, that was a nice win. That was a real nice win that you had against the Indianapolis Colts. So it kind of kept their slim playoff hopes alive, perhaps, though. But yeah, honestly, the loser most likely will be eliminated, though. And I think it's a fairly even match, though, where the Bears' defense is doing good, offense is doing enough, though. But I feel like these two teams are very evenly matched. So I'm actually gonna say watch. Loser most likely eliminated. Then you go to wait a minute. This game actually has playoff implications. At the beginning of the season, I thought this was gonna be a tank ball. You have the Las Vegas Raiders coming off of a shocking upset against the Kansas City Chiefs, going against the Indianapolis Colts, who got destroyed against the Atlanta Falcons. The Colts. That's not what I meant to press. Yeah, the Colts are currently the 7th seed right now. The Raiders, led by Aiden O'Connell, could bump up to the 7th seed. That just shows how good Antonio Pierce is. But don't worry though, Al Davis is gonna hand the reins to, I don't know, some loser that's gonna be terrible for the Raiders though. Yeah, this is the second time this has happened for the Raiders with Rich Bisaccia getting the Raiders to the playoffs after a disaster firing, and then now Josh McDaniels firing. Now Antonio Pierce has the Raiders like in playoff contention. I mean, I don't think they would go anywhere. I think they would easily go one and done. But the Raiders are actually a lot better than I thought. I thought they were easily going to be one of the worst teams in the NFL. I don't know where Jimmy Garoppolo is, but I don't think the Raiders care. Though, but yeah, this game holds a lot of playoff implications, and just as I said, most likely loser is eliminated. Though I'd be very careful about getting your hopes up, Raiders, because I don't know if Al Davis is going to keep Antonio Pierce, because no one really seems to keep interim head coaches though. But yeah, but hey, but I think either way, I think the Colts are still in good hands with Shane Steichen. I think he should be in contention for Coach of the Year. Though, but yeah, this is a very very interesting game, and I'm definitely gonna say watch. I can't believe I'm saying this might be a good game. Then your next game, you have the Los Angeles Rams at the New York Giants. Okay, well the Giants lost, and they've been Tommy DeVito, unfortunately. Though the Rams are on a bit of a hot streak right now, beating the Saints. Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford looked great. He looked amazing. Yeah, the Rams are one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now, and it's going to be very interesting to see what they do next, though, because right now they're going up against the New York Giants, who I'm pretty sure they're eliminated, though. Yeah, it's been a real disappointment year for the New York Giants, though. So I think the Rams are easily going to take this one, though. I think they're going to look like one of the best teams in the NFL. I think they're one of the hottest teams in the NFL, so probably pass on this one. Don't watch. Oh boy. Your next matchup, you have the Arizona Cardinals at the Philadelphia Eagles. Okay, the Eagles should beat the living daylights out of them. They should. I know they're not doing that to a lot of teams, though. I still don't think their coaches are some of their coaches aren't the best, though, but the Eagles still have a lot of talent on that offense, though. Of course, the Eagles making some really silly mistakes against the Giants. So Jalen Hurts not going out of bounds. Of course, the whatever the hell the kickoff was though. But look, I still think Eagles are a good team. I still don't think they're going to be an easy out in the playoffs though. But this is definitely something that isn't going to be very good for the Eagles though. So. But I think this would be a big confidence booster if they beat the living daylights of them. But yeah, because the level of competition is just so different, so I'm saying no. Then you go to a game with the NFC South. You have the New Orleans Saints taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The New Orleans Saints. Well, this is your last chance, Derek Carr. You want to show that you can actually show up for the Saints, though? This is your chance. Because if you win this game, the NFC South will be in your hands. Do you think I'm gonna do it? I don't think so. I think I'm gonna screw. Maybe I'm going up against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who they're on a bit of a hot streak, right? Hot streak lately, though. And honestly, if the Buccaneers keep playing like this, I don't know if they're gonna be easy out of the playoffs. That wildcard game against the NFC East winner may actually be pretty entertaining, though. But because this is for the division, though, and the loser is most likely not gonna make the playoffs, though. This is a huge win. This is gonna be a huge game for both teams, though, and definitely a big it's definitely a big game for the New Orleans Saints, though, because I mean that Derek Carr contract does not look very good. So, I mean, I'm definitely saying watch because it's for the division. No, but it's a big game. And then, next game, you have the 49ers and the Commanders. I'm not really going to touch on this game, though. The Commanders are awful, and this looks like a great bounce back game for the 49ers, though I know they did not look good against the Raiders. I'm sorry, the Ravens. Brock Purdy threw 4 interceptions, which was very, very satisfying to watch, though. Okay, in all honesty, I'm not too concerned about the 49ers, though. I mean, they're already in the playoffs. I mean, they're one of the best teams in the NFL. And let's not forget, they had that 3-game losing streak, though, where that they did not look good and they bounced back just fine. They're playing the Commanders. You lose to the Commanders, or it's close against the Commanders, okay, that's when we should be concerned. It'd be really nice if the Commanders could win, though. That would be absolutely hilarious. But no, in all honesty, the 49ers are most likely going to kill them, and I'm going to say, don't watch. And then you have the Carolina Panthers at the Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, hey, the Panthers didn't look too bad against the Green Bay Packers. I mean, it was against their defense, though. But yeah, the Jaguars, this has got to be a bounce back game for them, though. I mean, the Jaguars have just not been looking good. The Trevor Lawrence got just, I don't know if he's the guy in Jacksonville. Like, I don't like saying that, though, but because, like, I really like T-Law, but just he's not doing it for me. I am not impressed with Trevor Lawrence right now. But yeah, Jacksonville, they need to get back on track, and they have to obliterate the Carolina Panthers. If not, oh, they are in trouble though. They're really lucky. The Texans and Colts are just kind of declining right now, and the fact that they beat them Colts twice and the Texans already, but just it's not good in Jacksonville right now, and I'm not too confident about them going into the playoffs though. So. But yeah, in all honesty, Jacksonville, this should be a bounce back win for them. But maybe it could be a close game, though. I don't know. But I'm going to say probably not. Then, oh boy, this game has a lot on the line. You have the Miami Dolphins at the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens absolutely beating the crap out of the San Francisco 49ers. Thank you for that, though. That was a very Merry Christmas gift for me because I'm a Seahawks fan. Going up against the Miami Dolphins, who you beat a good team, Miami. Congratulations. But this game is huge for multiple sides. If Baltimore wins, they clinch the top seed in the AFC. If Miami wins, they're in the runner-up for the number 1 seed, and they would also clinch the AFC East since they have a 2 lead on the Buffalo Bills. But if the Dolphins lose, Week 18 is for the marbles. It's going to be for the AFC East, and it should be absolutely amazing, though. But yeah, this maybe a playoff matchup, though. I don't know. This game should be absolutely incredible, though. Although, of course, you do have the Miami can't beat a good team, though. But I think this game should be really, really good. Although, basically every single time I say that, though, like the big games are really not living up to the hype. So I don't know. But also, let's not forget, though, this is kind of where Tua shut up his haters, though. Throwing 6 touchdown passes against the Baltimore Ravens defense, though, and making an incredible comeback. So, we don't know. Of course, they are unfortunately going to be losing Jalen Waddle for some time, but you still have Tyreek Hill, he's still one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, though. And that Dolphins offense can be very, very electric, but they're going to have a very hard time against the Baltimore Ravens. So, this game, I think, is an absolute must-watch, and I'm definitely green lighting this game. Then you have the Tennessee Titans versus the Houston Texans. Now, what's CJ Stroud looking like right now? Well, the Titans, they lost to the Seahawks because, okay. Yeah, the Tennessee Titans lost to the Seahawks, and, yeah, because Brian Tannehill was their quarterback, though, and, yeah, just silly mistakes near the end of the game, though, but yeah, that kind of happened, though. Meanwhile, the Houston Texans losing to the Cleveland Browns in a pretty brutal way, though. I mean, of course, Case Keenum was in, Davis Mills was in, though, but CJ Stroud's your guy. Like, this has been a win for the Texans either way, though. It does look like he might be back though, but also maybe protect your quarterback a little bit, maybe sit him for the rest of the season. I don't know, but I mean, CJ Stroud is still one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and I'm really, really excited to see what the Texans are going to do. I honestly think the Texans are could maybe be real good next year if they make the right moves. Though, but yeah, it's going to be very interesting what they see. Titans are eliminated already. Texans are fighting for a playoff spot, though. Tennessee was able to beat them last time, though, and if the Titans beat them, it'll probably eliminate them. So it's a game that, I mean, it doesn't affect the Seahawks, though. I'm not too terribly interested in it, though, especially if it is Case Keenum versus or Davis Mills or whoever starts with the Texans. If it's not CJ Stroud versus Ryan Tannehill, though, then I don't think it's going to go very well. So probably I'm going to say don't watch. And then we go to our next game, and it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. The Steelers coming off of a dominant win with Mason Rudolph as their quarterback. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer beat the Cincinnati Bengals. Jake Browning threw 3 picks. He did not look very good. Are the Steelers going to Super Bowl? Probably not this year, unless you give them tickets. Steelers still alive for the playoffs and sweeping the Cincinnati Bengals and most likely ending their playoff hopes, which is a bit of a bummer, though. But meanwhile, the Seahawks getting that 7th seed because the Lions won and the Seahawks, and we beat the Titans, though. But in all honesty, I still don't think Seattle's a very good team. The defense is very inconsistent. It is holding, though, but the offense is just not good. Shane Waldron, he needs to leave. I am sick of him. I'm sick of his inconsistencies. I want him gone. The fact that he keeps throwing, the fact that he is determined to run screen passes just infuriates me. And even the commentators are like, I don't know why they're not looking down the field because the Titans, their secondary is injured though. Just, I'm done with him. I'm just fed up. I know we won. The last second half was pretty good though, but yeah, I mean, Geno Smith didn't play his best year. They came up with another game-winning drive for us. That's the thing that actually I think most people are not really noticing is that he's actually been really clutch this year. He's come up with multiple game-winning drives and that stuff. Do we need a new quarterback? Absolutely. I don't think Locke's the guy. I don't think Smith is the guy. Got to go get someone else. Definitely need a new offensive coordinator though. But yeah, the loser of this game is it's gonna be very hard for them to get in place. But the Seahawks, their destiny is in their own hands. All they have to do is win out. I think he can beat Arizona next week. It's just all about Pittsburgh, though. I think this could be a very good game, though. I mean, most of our games are really good, though. They're really close, though, because we got to give our other heart attacks. I mean, we're barely beating bad teams, but we're in the playoffs, so that's really all that matters, though. But in all honesty, I don't really. This could probably be a good letdown game for the Seahawks. So, but yeah, this game has a lot of playoff implications. I'm going to say watch. Then you have the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. The Chargers, well, they barely beat the Bills. I mean, I'm sorry, they almost beat the Bills, so that's kind of like a moral victory. Though defense looked okay, somewhat better. The Broncos losing a heartbreaker to the New England Patriots. That game was just a very disappointing game for the Broncos because their playoff chances just went like that, though. Especially since they had a really easy schedule and they actually had a clear path where if they won, they really would have bumped up some of those standings because a couple of those teams lost. Now it doesn't look like they're going to be making the playoffs. They're not quite eliminated yet, though. But this game should be a bounce back win for them. Hopefully, though, unless the Chargers maybe get the better of them, though. Yeah, I don't think so. I think the Broncos should win. I'm probably going to say pass on this game. And then, okay, this game is actually not as good as I thought it would be. You have the Cincinnati Bengals versus the Kansas City Chiefs. The Chiefs. Yikes. They're just a mess right now. I mean, their offense isn't good. Their receivers are bad. The Chiefs are just a struggling football team right now. And it's unfortunately just not very good in Kansas City right now. Now, I do think the Chiefs are going to be fine, but I definitely think they're going to have a much tougher test against the Bengals. And I think it's very possible for the Bengals to upset the Chiefs, though. But the Bengals fighting for their playoff lives right now. They lose, they're most likely done. They're most likely eliminated, though. But the Bengals, though, yikes, they did not look good. I just don't think Jake Browning can play against the Steelers because those are his only two losses. So I don't know. But yeah, the Chiefs, they have got to win this game. I mean, they have got to clinch that division. I mean, they've blown multiple games at home all year, and as you can tell, that just Mahomes is just physically frustrated though. Now I do think sometimes it takes a little far by blaming the refs though, but yeah, the Chiefs, they need help. I think they would love to have Eric Bieniemy back though, and I'm sure Eric Bieniemy would love to be back with the Chiefs though. But yeah, it's not very good in Arrowhead right now though. I still think they're gonna be fine. I'm not concerned though. Mahomes may have to play a playoff game on the road, or maybe he goes one and done. But yeah, because I'm actually going to say watch this game. It's a very interesting game for very different reasons. And then our final game, though, this game is an elimination game. The loser is most likely out and done. The winner keeps to have their playoff hopes alive, though. You have the Green Bay Packers going up against the Minnesota Vikings. The Packers, yikes, they had a very close game against the Minnesota Vikings. I don't think that's very acceptable for the Packers, though. But then you have the Vikings, they're just collapsing right now. I mean, I think it's the fact that they're on their fourth string quarterback. I don't know. Yeah, it's not looking very good for the Vikings right now. But yeah, just as I said, they're both 7-8, and I'm sure Minnesota would love to knock Green Bay out of the playoff picture. Perhaps because just as a loser is gonna be eliminated. So, this should be a very interesting game. They should be a very interesting game though. So yeah, I'm gonna say watch. I mean, just as I said, there's gonna be a lot of teams eliminated this week, and there's gonna be a lot of teams clinching playoff berths, maybe even divisions though. But yeah, that is it for the other watch or do not watch, and we got one more of these left, and yeah, that's how it is. So yeah, if you want, you can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, MATTHEWLEININGER, and I'll probably see you guys on Sunday. See you guys. Bye. Oh, you see that? That's my scar from getting hit on the metal railing. So yeah, don't do that. Don't hit your head on metal railings. They hurt. But that is what is left. So it looks pretty good. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.